I completed that project, a series of projects, and passed out. Enjoy. Of elation and joy. Emotional elation and physical exhaustion. And I didn't realize how on edge I was until I had completed these last couple of projects. So I told you about one of the projects in part one. Here's part two of that. Listen in. It's super fun.
You know when someone is selling from stage and at the end the audience gets up and rushes to the back of the room to buy? That's a table rush. My name is Mischa Z, and the Table Rush Talk Show is all about bringing you the tools, strategies, and tactics that you can use to grow your audience and inspire them to buy.
Okay, so basically over the past 6 months, I started a membership, created 20 or 25 frameworks, started the Influence Army membership where I teach people how to go on an influence tour, and we start by getting you guest speaking on podcasts. And so I was doing that, teaching content. For a while I was teaching twice a week. So I'd create the class, teach it twice in a week, and then I would do 2 hot seats at the end of the week, all of them an hour long. So I would teach 2 one-hour classes, and then I would do 2 one-hour hot seats at the end of the week to help implement what I taught. And so, man, just creating classes, creating frameworks, recording the frameworks, editing the frameworks, getting them, up on a membership site so my students could consume the replays, making all that work. Fortunately, my son Cooper was helping me with it. And then, next thing you know, it's time to go to Funnel Hacking Live in Florida, big marketing convention where there's 5,000 to 7,000 online marketers of all sorts, brick and mortar businesses, everything and everybody who's trying to learn online marketing, who are the best in the world at online marketing, who are trying to take advantage of online marketing. You get the picture. But it's a great place to test your material, to test your hooks, to test your stories, to test your offer. And so I've got my Influence Army membership and community, and I'm like, okay, I've got to get my offer together, like a literal offer stacked together. I'm going to give you this and this and this and this if you join the Influence Army. And then you have to be able to have that in a funnel so people can read that and click buy. And then you need a video in there, what we call the video sales letter. So you've got the VSL in there, the video sales letter, and then they got to be able to hit buy, and it's got to be able to take your credit card and all of these things, right? All that stuff. And then once they hit buy, you in a perfect world, you have an order bump so they can buy an extra thing. And then when they hit buy, then you've got an upsell where they can buy a lot more of what you're selling. And so you need video sales letters for that. You need graphics for that. You need all the products made. And so I had been teaching classes, creating my offer, creating my upsell, creating all these products. Then you got to record videos, and then it's got to all work and be ready for Funnel Hacking Live so people can go to your landing page, your funnel, and buy and see what you're doing, and you can have these conversations, and it's very exciting. It's my second major funnel that I'm putting out to the world. Well, third major funnel, excuse me. The first funnel was my Tools for a Good Life Summit, which that funnel is no longer live, but that was super cool, relatively successful. And then I did the founding member launch of the Influence Army, that funnel, which was super bare bones, but worked. got my founding members into the Influence Army. And now this launch of the reopening the doors. And so lots of stuff happening, lots of new things, lots of learning. Just the teaching and the creating of frameworks at scale, I guess, is what I'd say. Oh my gosh, and having the frameworks resonate with my students and have it help them. And so, Rick and Whitney and Don, Don Gadden and more, all having success with the Storybank framework. And I could go on and on, Stacy having wins, and who else? Aristotle was having wins, and Carissa having major wins, people having financial wins, securing deals, right? Getting on podcasts, getting leads, guest speaking, all this stuff. So just, all this stuff coming together, working at a small scale for me, but proving concept, right? Having an offer that people want, and then being able to execute on that offer. And then this big push to Funnel Hacking Live to get, the offer saleable to a larger community, and to test my material and all that. And then within that, some of the key course curriculum, the key Influence Army membership curriculum, what I call the Get Ready to Guest Speak roadmap, that's done, right? And created. And so now it's like, okay, that was a big push, and honestly it overwhelmed a lot of the members because I was pumping out so much content. And so going into Funnel Hacking Live and coming out of Funnel Hacking Live, not only did I want to have an offer ready, and the funnels ready, and the upsells ready, and the order bumps ready, and the stories ready, and the videos ready, I needed to have a new path forward for the Influence Army. I needed to have a new class schedule. And oh my gosh, I had a lot invested in that, like emotionally. Like I said, I was teaching twice a week when I started it. So for 3 months, I was teaching twice a week and doing 2 hot seat Q&As a week. So 4 classes, each an hour long. And then I would have those videos, and I'd need to, get them uploaded, edited, all that stuff. And so then once I got in the swing of that, it was like, okay, let's scale it back to teaching once a week and doing 1 hot seat a week, which was still more than sufficient. And again, I was cranking out so much content, giving my members so much to do that it's easy to fall behind, get lost in the woods, stuck in the mire. There's so many different ways to say it. Get overwhelmed. There you go. And interestingly, one of the things about memberships or creating these communities, continuity programs like that, where you're teaching skills, is that what most community owners do, or membership owners do, is they deliver too much content. They try to deliver all this content, and it overwhelms the community, and so people don't stick as long. They don't stay in the community. What you really want to do is structure it in a way for people to have wins, consistent wins, and making consistent progress. And so if you're overwhelming people with content, well, that's could scare people away, right? So I'm trying to balance that, or was trying to balance that, right? I was trying to get this course created, the curriculum created for the membership. It's funny, as I'm talking about this, in hindsight, I totally could have slowed down the process and reopened the doors and let more people in before I had the core curriculum done. But who knows, in hindsight, any of you fledgling or aspiring membership or community creators, keep that in mind. You don't need to overwhelm the community or the members. But anyway, I had gotten a ton of feedback from the members, and they said, hey, I was saying, hey, we need to have a path forward, and so what does everybody want? And this is how I'm thinking of restructuring it for you. And one of the things that people talked about was they wanted to do mock interviews. So I was like, heck yes, we could spend a day doing mock interviews. And then some people were like, can we just go through the content again, please? And I was like, heck yes, we can go through the content again, please. And then others were like, man, we sure do like the workshopping, the implementation days, so please keep that. So I decided to do, and this is what I've implemented in the Influence Army, and what I announced to my members yesterday. And I was so nervous about this, I thought I might have a revolt or something, weirdly, but I was giving them what they wanted. So why did I think that they would revolt? But so how it's going to work moving forward is like this. And thank you for any of you Influence Army members who are listening to this and laughing as you're hearing this, because you've got to live it with me. But this is how it's going to go moving forward. How I announced it to the class, to my members, is the first Thursday of the month, I will teach content, ideas, concepts. Could be new concepts. It could be reteaching existing concepts, but new things I've learned within that, or just reteaching a concept. And then the second Thursday will be implementation. So workshop, hot seat, implementation, right? And then the third Thursday of the month will be mock interviews. So we can practice, so the members can practice being interviewed. They can practice what their answers, their stories, stuff like that. And then the fourth Thursday is off. So you get a week off to work on your business, to implement, to heck, rest and relax if you want to catch up. Process, shall we say. And so my goal was to go into Funnel Hiking Live, have the funnels done, have the t-shirts done. And I forgot to tell you about the t-shirts. I was making all these t-shirts. Oh my gosh. Having my offer done, needing to have the new course schedule moving forward done, starting to reteach curriculum going. And on the last episode, you can hear how emotionally I was like, oh my gosh, what's that going to be like? And then also needing to relaunch. So I'm going to be relaunching here shortly in a few days or weeks. I feel like I'm missing something. But anyway, doesn't matter. It's just been push, go. And my goal was to come out of Funnel Hiking Live and to be able to, in effect, recuperate for a couple of days, 2 or 3 or 4 days. Oh yes, I remember the other thing was I'm leaving the coaching group I'm in, one of the coaching groups, the 2CCX, that I've been in for 3 years, paying a lot of money for. I'm indoctrinated into that group, heavily vested emotionally into that group, got friends in that group. The group likes me, I like the group, right? That community. And it's time for me to leave that community and implement. right? Like I'm done learning for the moment. I've talked about this on previous episodes, going from 80% of my time learning, 20% implementing, to now 80% implementing, 20% learning. And so I left the 2CCX. I'll do an episode about that as well. But that emotionally was heavy. It's like you're in a cult. It's like trying to leave a cult. I love the cult, by the way, so I'm not poo-pooing Russell Brunson and his 2CCX. But, there's emotional attachments. How could I say it? Strings of attachment, or tentacles, Oh my gosh. I have been drinking that Kool-Aid for a while, and I love it. Kool-Aid's great. Again, I'm not poo-pooing it. It's just time to step back and stick my head up and out of the gopher hole and look around and see what else is out there, and start implementing with a new set of eyes, shall we say. And so I was trying to be able to process that, and so I sent the email with the new course schedule and the new teaching schedule to my members, and I put a lot of work into it, and I had to create the Zoom classes and all these things, the last 6 months or what have you, and all this work, and do a well thought out email, a well thought out Facebook post. I absolutely use ChatGPT to help, but I got back from Funnel Hacking Live on Monday. Today is Thursday as I record this, and so I've been working to get the schedule done. I've been working to get ready to reteach that class. I've been working to get my bearings straight on exiting the 2CCX community and the implications around that, and getting everything set up moving forward, right? Because I'm losing access to a bunch of stuff, so I need to figure out how that's going to work moving forward. But anyway, so I'm working on that on Monday. I was emotionally exhausted from putting myself out there at Funnel Hacking Live for a full week. It was full on, man. 5,000 people. And just conversation after conversation, and learning and teaching and giving, and people helping me, and these amazing conversations and networking, and sitting through these incredible presentations, and then getting the big pitch to stay in the 2CCX, because that's in effect what this conference was for, was to sell people into the 2CCX. So they're trying to resell the existing members, of which I'm one of. So I'm feeling that pressure. And I don't know if I'm painting the picture. At one point, I'm hiding from the other coaches that are in the 2CCX, because the coaches who coach in the 2CCX, because I'm like, oh no, what are they going to say? And this and that. But anyway, I sent that email on Wednesday with the new course curriculum, and I immediately got amazing feedback of, oh my gosh, this course curriculum is just what we need moving forward. And so, oh man, I was so elated. I was like, all these worries, I thought I was going to have a revolt when people are actually like, yes, this is perfect. Thank you for delivering what we want. And then today I retaught that class and a few hours ago, and I was like, I didn't realize how much I had invested in getting squared away, leaving the 2CCX, which happened Monday, Tuesday, which with announcing the new course curriculum yesterday, and then finally reteaching one of the first classes that I taught. I retaught that class today with, adding in pictures and the opportunities for people to pause and implement the work. And it literally, as soon as I hit end on the class, I was like celebratory and exhausted at the same time. I was like, I can finally decompress and take some time, like a couple days if I want to. Like I got all the things done, and I can absorb and learn and process and make room for the new, and refine my checklist of to-dos moving forward. Boy, this turned into a long episode, but I just had to record. I had to record these two parts because, like I said, I'm at a key turning point. It's very exciting. Anybody who's in the creator process, the expert process, who's building courses, building memberships, trying to get their messages out there, trying to build your online businesses, and is, on the front end of it, hang in there, keep at it, keep making those breakthroughs, and let's keep having those successes, let's keep having those wins, and then don't forget to decompress. Oh my gosh, I feel so elated that I get to decompress, process, and savor the moment, and really look at how far I've come on this journey, and really, savor that and be like, yeah, I've come a long way. Anyway, that's more episodes to talk about those sorts of things, but I'm done. Everybody have a good day. And as always, thank you for listening. And I hope this inspires you, and I hope you can pull nuggets from this. All right, I'm done. Peace out.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Table Rush Talk Show. For resources to help you sell your stuff, go to belove.media/resources. That's belove.media/resources. And be sure to subscribe, comment, 5-star, and share. Thank you again for listening.